What's up, everybody? The Green Thumb. So today I'm deciding to do a care video on the bush on fire croton, which in my opinion is one of the easier crotons to keep. It doesn't really give me much fuzz. I mean, I might have lost a few little areas down here of leaves over the winter, but it's coming back and it's really filling out again. The bush on fire croton seems to be a real simple and easy croton to really take care of. Doesn't really seem to drop a whole lot of leaves. For me, it overwinters pretty easily. I just stick it underneath a grow light and it seems to do pretty well. I say fertilize it. I fertilize my plants outdoors about, if you bring it outdoors, about every 2 weeks. It seems to really appreciate that type of fertilization. Keep the soil fairly moist, in my opinion. That seems to work, especially when it's really hot outside, or you just have your windows open and it's nice and hot out. It is prone to pests. I haven't had really any pest-related issues on my bush of fire croton. In my opinion, some of the easier crotons to take care of and overwinter is the stardust croton and the bush on fire croton. And I haven't really messed with any other of the crotons. I have messed with some of the bigger leafed variety of crotons, and they don't seem to really want to overwinter for me. But yeah, this croton seems to be pretty easy. I use Miracle-Gro fertilizer, seems to appreciate that. In the winter time, you want to keep it by a fairly bright window. You want to make sure it's getting at least a good amount of sun through the windows. A lot of people have a lot of issues with these crotons. I say misting definitely helps them, especially in the winter time when it gets more dry, or just keeping them by a humidifier. It seems to really help them, and they seem to really appreciate that. You can move them more into direct sun, which will give them more of this little color right there, little black and red, which I really like. Which is why I've always been attracted to the bush on fire croton more than I am attracted to the others, because they just turn completely red and black. It is prone to pests. It's prone to scale, mealybugs, all the common pests. I use neem oil to get rid of pests if I ever come across a pest. So far, I've been really lucky with these types of crotons, though. I haven't really gotten any pests on them, but if you do get pests, that's the way to handle them, is with neem oil or a pesticide that won't possibly harm the plant. So if you do choose to go to a pesticide, please make sure to read the labels, as it might not be good for one particular plant. Like, I have a pesticide that ain't good for ferns, but it's good for like crotons and other plants, but when it comes to ferns, it's a no-go. If you do overwinter them and you don't have a good amount of sun, like for example in my room is where I overwinter all my plants, and I only get morning sun, and in the winter that really isn't 6 hours like it is during the summer. So I keep it fairly close to the window, and I do keep a grow light on it, and that really seems to get this guy through until I can get him outside. They can take direct sun. Actually, the more direct sun you give them, the more that they're going to bush out, and the more you're going to get this nice little red and black color here, or whatever color your croton may be. I know some are different colors and some are like this, but with different types of it. You can acclimate them to full sun. I would just recommend keep them in shade for I'd say a good week, maybe 2 weeks, just to make sure if you start seeing scorching on the leaves or anything like that, pull them back and keep them in shade. And I think that's really all I got to go on this croton, because I really haven't had any pests with them. Seems to be fairly easy to grow. Real simple. They really like the humidity. Of course, the more sun you give them, the more faster they're going to grow, and the more water they're going to need, and the more bushier they'll get. I'm not sure if you could start them with cuttings. Whenever I've tried starting crotons with cuttings, I haven't really had any success. But then again, I don't use rooting hormone either. I kind of try to go more natural when it comes down with my propagations. I do water propagation, or I do wind up doing soil propagation. Yeah, and if your croton ever drops any leaves, as long as you got little green nodes, like that guy there, that's kind of green, you'll wind up getting it to bush out again. Just don't give up on it. That's really all I got to say about this bush on fire croton. To me, fairly easy to grow. Definitely easy to grow, and it's never put up a fuss. It's one of the plants that, when winter starts coming around and I now only have a couple of days or months to get my stuff inside, it's one of those plants I can automatically pull in and place somewhere, and unlike most crotons, it really won't drop its leaves for me. I've never really had it drop its leaves. Now, it will drop its leaves if you get into a too low of a light situation. Then it'll just completely drop it. But I think for the most part, if you keep it by a window, keep a grow light on it, especially if you're growing it indoors and you don't have a whole lot of light, keeping a grow light on it will be essential. I would recommend full spectrum grow lights at that point. But otherwise than that, it's been fairly easy. I did have a Stardust croton, but I purposely kind of let it go just for the simple fact that I didn't have room. I got all these palms now and things, so gotta kind of let some things go, I guess, and kind of a plant purge. But that's really all I got today for this care on the bush on fire croton. Any questions, please leave a comment down below. I will try to answer them the best I can. I am usually fairly busy during this time of year, so I'll get to them as soon as I can. That is all I got to say, and I hope you guys enjoy this video.